Power BI is among the most popular business intelligence tools on the market. While it may seem a bit complex at first, especially if you don't work with Microsoft apps on a daily basis, it offers an amazing depth of analytics that will satisfy even the most demanding stakeholders. Marketing reporting in Power BI is an excellent idea because it can give you a bird's eye view of your marketing performance in a straightforward form. Users can interact with charts freely, drilling down into the data that interests them the most. And despite the abundance of options for building a report, the outcome could be straightforward and easy to interpret. Here's in a nutshell how Power BI works. First, you connect data to a report. Add all your marketing data into a report, whether it sits within an app, a database, a file on your computer, or anywhere else. Next, you model the data, building logical relationships between different pieces of data. Using Power Query, you transform your data, fixing issues, adjusting the existing data, and shaping it into a desired format. And finally, you're off to building and publishing reports, taking advantage of dozens of available visualizations. I'll take you through each of these steps in a few moments, but if you're new to Power BI, I highly recommend checking out our Getting Started guide that goes more in depth into almost every aspect of the BI tool. Follow the link in the corner of your screen. Power BI offers several apps and also a cloud solution. To use Power BI for marketing analytics, you'll definitely need the desktop edition. It's the only app that gives you unlimited access to data sources and all the features of Power BI. It's only available for Windows, but you can use it on Mac with ease too, with the help of dedicated software. Then there's Power BI for the web, which offers a convenient way to collaborate on reports across organizations, view what others have prepared, and share dashboards with your stakeholders. Power BI also has mobile apps that let you access ready reports and interact with data. Separate solutions let you connect to on-premises data and create pixel-perfect reports, but I'm not going to focus on them in this tutorial. To get Power BI for desktop, you have two options. Either follow the download link to get the latest version from the Microsoft Store, or click below to get the installer. I would recommend the first option as it will automatically get you all updates without the need to download and install Power BI over and over again. When it comes to pricing, Power BI has 3 tiers. The free plan lets you connect data and build reports in Power BI Desktop, but doesn't give you access to the cloud service. This means that you won't be able to publish reports and share them across your organization. To do that, you'll need to upgrade to the Pro plan that's also included with Microsoft 365 E5 subscription. Upgrade to the Premium plan for lots of advanced features. If you're going with the Pro or Premium plan, click the button, fill in some details, and you're ready to go. Otherwise, just open the desktop version you just downloaded and let's have a look around. Here's the welcome screen. It's good for quickly jumping to the report that you recently worked on. I'll resist the temptation and create a new report. Whether you use Power BI for marketing or any other purposes, you'll definitely need some data to work with. The simplest thing to do is fetching data from an Excel workbook. On my drive, I have a file with data on social media engagements, and I'll import it into Power BI. Select either sheet or table to preview it. You can import both types of files, but tables are arguably a better choice, as they have a well-defined structure with clear headers and data types, and as such, make it easier for Power BI to correctly understand the imported data. You can load data directly, or choose to transform it, which will send you to the Power Query editor. I'll show you that part in a moment. For now, let's just load my data. And here it is. Let's rename the table right away. So this is the data pane, where you'll see all data sources added to your model. Directly to the left are the various visualization options you have available. The ribbon on top offers all sorts of options for getting more data, transforming it, or modeling it. To the left, you can switch between the report view, table view, and the model view. I'll come back here in a moment once I've connected some more data. Working in marketing, you certainly have lots of different sources of data spread across apps and files. Power BI is at its best when you bring it all together and build deep reports full of insights users won't find anywhere else. Rather than search for a reliable connector for each source separately, it's far more efficient to use a solution that blends all your marketing data and brings it to Power BI on a fully automated basis. A popular option is Coupler.io. I'll use it to bring all my advertising data into a report. Let's start with Bing Ads. I'll connect my account. Next, I'll add all the other PPC channels I use, just like that. I can check the preview and make any tweaks to the data. Finally, I'll copy the URL and set up the schedule to refresh my data every day. Paste the URL in Power BI and you'll see all PPC data combined. This also opened the Power Query Editor, which is the app you use for transforming your data. You can skip this step and click Close and Apply, but in reality, raw marketing data is rarely ready for analysis right off the gates. My list of marketing campaigns is pretty clean because of the transformations I did in Coupler.io, but I'll give it a few tweaks anyway. First things first, I'm not happy with how the conversion rate is displayed. I would find it more intuitive as percentages rather than fractions. There's an option in the Transform tab that lets me do the swap. Much better. I also want to segment my marketing campaigns by that conversion rate so I can analyze each segment separately. There are various ways to do it. One is to create a new conditional column. I'll name it Conversion Ranking. Notice that the conversion rate still uses decimal values under the hood, even though I adjusted it to show percentages just moments ago. This setup will work, and here's the new column in my dataset. And what if you don't care about individual campaigns, but want to only work with aggregated data for each platform? Choose to group by that column and add, for example, the sum of conversions for each PPC platform. The new table replaced the previous dataset. However, if you're having second thoughts about this or any other change, you'll find each step you took to the right. Let's delete that grouping after all, and we're back to the previous table. Once you're done, close and save, and let's proceed. Now, both the PPC and social media data is residing in the data pane to the right. Before I use Power BI for marketing dashboards, it's important to tell the app how both sets of data are related. You do it in the model view. Here are both tables side by side. My marketing associates informed me that they ran campaigns with the same names on both channels and would like to compare each pair. Both tables feature a column with campaign names, so it makes sense to build a relationship around them. To do this, you can drag either field and drop it onto the other. Power BI automatically detects that the relationship is one-to-many or many-to-one, depending on your perspective. This means there are unique values in the table on the left and duplicates in the table on the right. It's a very common scenario. Let's take a closer look. Opening the relationship window, you can see previews of each table. The holiday offer appears twice, so PPC clearly has duplicate values. On this screen, you can also adjust the cardinality of the relationship. There are several types you should be aware of. One-to-one relationship means that both columns contain unique values. Such a setup isn't particularly common, but it happens occasionally. One-to-many relationship indicates unique values on the left and duplicate values to the right. Many-to-one works in the same way, just in the opposite direction. Finally, a relationship can also be many-to-many, meaning that both tables have duplicate values. Now, let's close this window and delete the relationship. What did you just do, Josh? You might be asking. Let me explain. The relationship set up this way would work, but you might see some weird results when combining data from both tables, or when trying to filter data by specific campaigns. To avoid such issues, I recommend modeling your relationships differently. To combine both datasets, you need one more table, sometimes called a bridge table. It will contain unique campaign names from both tables. Click to create a new table. To create it, use DAX, the language of Power BI expressions. I've prepared the code beforehand, so I'll paste it right away and explain what it does. I'm using the select columns function, which returns a table with the selected columns. I'm taking data from both the social media and PPC tables. I need to name both columns identically. Campaign sounds like a great fit. Finally, I'm choosing to fetch the relevant columns from both tables. I use the union function to append one table to the other. Finally, I use the distinct keyword to get the unique values from the union of both columns. Let's place this table below and create relationships with the original campaign fields. Now the combined data will work seamlessly. For more insightful marketing reporting in Power BI, let's add more data. Directly from the model view, I can import a CSV file. I'll load it directly into the model and immediately determine the relationship. Again, I need to create another table to facilitate the merge of the PPC and countries tables. Let's copy the DAX code from the previous table and make some tweaks. Just like that. I'll place it below the original tables and set up the relationships. In a real-life marketing scenario, you may have dozens of sources added to your model and complex relationships built between them. If you value simplicity, consider merging your data prior to bringing it to Power BI. Merge data from PPC or any other platforms like I did earlier in the video. Or combine data from completely different sources, transform it to your liking, and bring the unified dataset into Power BI. Alright, let's now get to the core of this Power BI for Marketers guide, building an actual report. We're back in the report view. I want to understand which platforms bring me the most clicks, and I think a pie chart is a great way to do it. Drag and drop fields into the respective boxes. I'll pick platform and clicks. By default, Power BI sums up all clicks for each platform. You can easily adjust the aggregation method. In the Format tab, you can adjust the look of your chart. For example, add or remove a legend. Change the colors of slices. Manipulate the data labels, or just leave things as they were. You can also filter your marketing data. For example, decide on the platforms you want to feature. Or display only the platforms with at least 150,000 clicks. Let's move the pie chart to the side and add more visualizations. A good old table is often a good idea. Rather than drag and drop, select the checkboxes, and Power BI will aim to guess where the field should go. Table only has one box available, so Power BI can't really go wrong. I'll add campaigns, and for this to work as expected, I need to use the newly created campaigns field from the table with the same name. Let's also add clicks and conversions from the PPC table. From the social media table, I'll add engagements and comments. For more clarity, sort the data. Rename the columns. Adjust the visual side of the table, choosing from one of the presets. Now, that's much better. Next, I'll add a map for a visual check on where conversions originate. To properly access data from both the PPC and CRM countries tables, I need to use the new country field. However, it seems to be missing a globe icon common for geographic fields, and as such, can't yet be used in my chart. Luckily, it's easy to fix it. Jump to the table view and find the column in question. From the menu, choose what the values represent. Here, it's clearly countries. The standard map relies on bubbles, and their size should represent the total number of conversions for each country. Increase the bubble's size for better clarity. And now it's more or less clear what my top countries are. I still have space for one more chart, so let's drop one of my favourites, the scatter chart. It's amazing for finding high and low flyers when looking at two related metrics at the same time. Let's go with campaigns again. To the x-axis, I'll add the sum of clicks. And onto the y-axis, I'll send the average CPC, cost per click. These two campaigns are something to be proud of. They attracted a lot of clicks and managed to keep the CPC low. On the other side of the chart are campaigns that did quite the opposite, brought few clicks, and each cost quite a bit. I'll clean things up a bit and make space for some more visualizations. No dashboard is complete without slicers. Slicers let you, well, slice your data. Commonly, the date field is used for slicing data, so I'll drop it here. Now users can tweak the date range and find the insights for any chosen period of time. And let's add one more slicer. This time with the platform field. Rather than list, I'll pick tiles, and this will make for another useful filter. Okay, I think my Power BI dashboard is good to go, so let's publish it. As a reminder, you'll need the Power BI Pro or Premium plan to do that. If you're on a free plan, you can only save it on your drive and distribute it this way with your stakeholders. I'll save the file and then publish it to my cloud account. Give it a moment to load, and here's the link you can use to access your report. Use the share button to distribute the report further. People in your organization by default have access to view the report and share it with others in that organization. You can adjust who can access the report and also enable usage of the marketing data associated with this report when building other dashboards. You can't, however, share the report with people outside your organization. Copy a link if you like, and let's check one more sharing option. If you want to share a report with the general public, you can publish it on the web. This will generate a link that anyone can access and interact with your charts. In the File menu, find an option to embed a report and choose Publish to Web. Confirm, copy the URL and share it with others, or just paste it into your browser. Here's the dashboard in full swing. Power BI for marketing analytics is often a great idea, but there are, of course, alternatives. Let's talk about them. Power BI is often compared to Tableau because they both offer robust visualization capabilities and are suitable for virtually any kind of analytics. So, which one is better for you? Power BI is arguably more user-friendly, especially if you're already familiar with Excel. Tableau is harder to learn, especially when it comes to its advanced features, but it comes with extensive training resources and community support. Tableau also handles large datasets more efficiently and offers broader connectivity options. Therefore, it may be a better fit for large corporations and users with more sophisticated requirements. Power BI doesn't lag far behind in either category, but is probably a better fit for small and medium enterprises. In terms of visualizations, Tableau is also considered a superior option, both in terms of capabilities and the flexibility to customize reports to one's liking. But then again, Power BI isn't far behind, with dozens of visualization options and plenty more community charts. Finally, the pricing. Power BI is a more cost-efficient option, with a free tier and paid plans starting from $10 per user per month. Tableau's pricing starts from $15, but to build reports, you'll need to reach deeper into your pockets. And how does Power BI compare to the popular Google platform Looker Studio, formerly known as Data Studio? When it comes to ease of use, nothing really beats Looker Studio. The platform is hugely popular among both technical and non-technical users because of its ease of use and the speed of building reports. Come integrations, each platform shines in its own ecosystem. Power BI is great for integrating with other Microsoft apps, while Looker Studio seamlessly connects to various Google services. When you need more, it's Power BI that offers a lot more. However, using apps like Coupler.io, you can get all your marketing data into Looker Studio, Power BI, and even Tableau with ease. Looker Studio is also more suitable for smaller datasets and fewer connectors. In fact, it tends to get slower the more data you add to your report, and it doesn't handle data blending well. In this category, Power BI is a clear winner. When it comes to visualizing data, Looker Studio offers a basic set of visualizations that I would say are sufficient for most marketing reports. If you need more than that, Power BI is a better choice. Price-wise, Looker Studio is definitely a cheaper option, as it's free. Paid options are available, but most users will be perfectly happy without them. Microsoft Power BI isn't expensive, but it can't compete with Google's products in this category. And before you go, there's one more thing that can make marketing reporting in Power BI so much easier: dashboard templates. At Coupler.io, we built reporting templates that you can grab for free and populate with your own data within minutes. Check, for example, the Google Ads dashboard that gives you all the vital metrics, lets you compare data over time, and track each individual campaign. Or how about the SEO dashboard with all the vital search data on a single page, and an easy way to spot the best and worst performers? You should also check out the PPC dashboard that collects data from all your advertising channels and gives you an overview of all your advertising efforts. Click the link in the corner of your screen to find all available templates. And that's it. Thank you for watching our Power BI for Marketers tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down in the comments. If you like this video, then please give it a like, share the video with others, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a thing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.